Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Farming Simulator 19. Cerberus over here was just very cleverly perched right up on top of the woodpile up there. He's quite an adventurous little doggy, really, when you think about it. He's quite capable of going all over the place. There you go, fetch. Wait. Fetch. Do I need to... does he not fetch? Here, look, see? Hit the ball. Good boy. Go. Go, Cerberus. He's taking his time. Might be difficult for him to find. There, he's got it. He's got it. Good boy. Right, you ready? You ready for this? Go. Go on. Seriously? That's as far as... Can I don't understand. Why is it not letting me do it? Throw. Maybe I can't throw it very far. Maybe that's what it is. Look, here's the ball. Here's the ball. Here's the ball. Fetch. Go on. Get the ball. Get the ball. The ball's over here, look. Here's the ball. I don't understand what you're doing. I'm looking at you. Oh, maybe it's because I've got him following me at the moment. I do that. There. Fetch. Good lad. Good lad. Alright, now we'll bring this one over here and we'll feed him. I think we... press R like that to feed him. And we need to do the whole go home thing, I think, as well. What do we got here? Alright. Right, let's do that. We'll leave his ball out there in the yard. So anyway, we have got the egg pallets. They are still up on that trailer up there. We're going to leave them there for a minute, and we're going to go over to this tractor here. Now, this one's doing quite nicely. It's coming along. We are 80% done on this particular contract. So we're going to leave this contract running, and we're going to skip through the night. So we'll go back over to our vehicles over here. And we're going to jump out of that one. I'm going to pick up this seed that is down in the yard. I'm going to do that soon. I'm just not going to do it quite yet. I want to go up here. Now, can I do this at 6 p.m.? You are not tired. I will... Stop telling me what I am and am not. It does frustrate me that it won't allow me. It says, no, you're not tired. It's like it doesn't believe me. It's like it doesn't think I'm capable of making my own choices in life. I am. Honestly, I really am. I'm a big boy now. I can do all these things. It still doesn't believe me, does it? It's just mocking me continuously. I don't like it. Right, maybe 7 o'clock is the time to do this. I'm going to bring that all the way down to normal speed. Nope. Back up. There we go. That's more like it. Right. 7 o'clock. So if I go for 11 hours, take us to 6 a.m. No, let's go 12 hours. Let's go a full 12 hours. We go right through the night till 7 a.m. That's a good time to be getting up. We don't want to do it too early. The crops have grown, so there's the lime has all been used up. 2,700 vehicle leasing, 1,600 in loan interest. I want to do that. I want to do that. That is on 88% on there. And our loan at the moment is 580,000. So, actually, that's a pretty cheap loan. All things considered, that is a very, very cheap loan. The crops are growing. Crops are growing quite nicely in our fields. We're going to go over to you over this way. And that one hasn't changed. So the condition of this field doesn't change because we're in the middle of doing a contract. Which is actually quite good. I like that. Right, 92% on there. So you're nearly finished. Have we got any others? Have we got like another one that's come back? We don't now. There's a lot less. There's a lot less on them. There's a contract right there. Well, we'll let that one... He's going to keep doing what he's doing. And then we've got this one here. So let's go and... Actually, we'll just hook it on to start you up. We want to have a look at these egg pallets. That was the one big thing that we wanted to do today, is we want to have a look at the egg pallets. I want to pick that seed up. I'll dump that into the seed drill in a bit. I'm going to bring you up this way. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to drop that trailer right there. I'm going to unhook those. And I'm going to unhook that. And it's just going to leave it like that. Switch you off a minute. And then we come down here. So we know the way this works is the one at the back now is full. Ooh, don't want to go to there. 22,000 is Tech Lime and 35,000 on Tyree. So he's up to 69% now. We're going to have to ride these around a bit and get them going. The sheep, that one, finally we can put some food in for those sheep. That's good. And then down here, cleanliness is at 100%. That one, cleanliness is 100%. This is all good. You are on eggs, 76 litres. So this one at the back here, this one will actually... Oh, contract is finished. Okay, let's go and do that very quickly a minute. There. We'll just press H on there, so that is now finished. We've got 716 litres of fertilizer left in that tank. I'm just going to come down off the side of there, like that, and we're going to finish this contract right here. 18,000. Thank you very much. Right. Don't have anything else really for contracts at the moment. Nothing much that's worth a great deal. We've got sowing on field 17, but that's potatoes. I'm not doing that again. Not getting involved on that again. So we'll just park this one up here for a minute, because it's going to take a while to get it back wherever we... Unless we just go straight back down to the farm. That might be the way that we're going anyway. So we'll do that in a bit. We don't need it right now. Okay. We've got that. You are over there. You are there. You're up there. And you're down here. So... as I was saying, we've got the chickens, we've got the eggs right here. Now, as far as I know, you can just bring the pallet down and it will auto-load right next to the chickens, but I don't know if that would interfere with it or mess with it. So what I want to do is I want to bring this one up next to the pallet and I want to see what it does. It's just loaded straight into the pallet. So I still don't know anything about the pallet. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to unload that weight and I'm going to get a pallet forks on the front a minute. Just load that one down. We'll go and get our grab, our front loader. And we get the pallet forks on first. And then I can just stick the end of the pallet forks in under that one. And that'll give us a hint as to how big it is. What sort of size we've got on there. But the other thing that I want to do is... easy does it. I want to get our seed drill that we've got right here, and I'm just going to bring it out a little bit. I'm not going to do anything too grand. I'm just going to bring it out to there, like that, and right there, like that. That's the seed side. Excellent. Right, we'll leave you there a second, and then we'll go over here. We'll get our our loader arm, and I'm just going to quickly change him over so that we got the bucket on. So I'll put you on there, and then take that one off. I get the bucket on, and we get that seed. We've had that seed lying there in a heap. We need to pick it up and move it. Then it's out the way. We don't have to worry about it then. Grab that up and move that out the way. Like that. Neat and tidy. Neat, tidy, and tidy and neat. There we go. Bring you up. We'll tip you straight in there. This should just tip straight in, shouldn't it? I don't think it goes on the floor underneath the machine. I think it goes straight into the machine. So we'll bring you back. Yeah, doesn't look like it's gone on the floor underneath. It does look like it's gone into that machine. So we can pick that one back up again now. I didn't actually check what the quantity was before I started, so I have no idea if it's actually done what it's supposed to do. That one then does that, and then that one does that. So then I can move it again, and then I bring it back up in here, and I do that. Right, that one is done. Then I can come whizzing back down. So we've tidied up the seed now. That was one thing that was on our to-do list that we need to just get out of the way. It was only a little small, tiny detail. And we can drop you... Oh, actually, I want to keep this. What have I got there? Is that the pallet forks there? I don't know which is which. I'm going to want the... I don't want to do it like that. Definitely don't want to do it like that. Right. There, that's the bale spike there, isn't it? That's not pallet forks. Oh, my bad. That is the pallet forks. That's the one that I want. Let me get the pallet forks on then. And then we can go up. And I'm just going to poke this into the side of that pallet up there so that we can see what we've got in the way of eggs. In theory, I think we can just run this alongside the chickens and it will actually auto-load, and we don't need to move them away from the spawn pad. Somebody told me that I can take a part box of chicken eggs and I can place it back on the spawn pad and it will start there. 150. It's got 150 in there. It's auto done it with 150. So I'm just going to pick these up and I'm going to bring them down here. Now, does it do this with a part box? If I bring that close down here like this, does it auto load that part box, or have I got to physically pick them up by hand and do this? I'm just... Right, I want to be careful with this. So I don't want it to bug and go crazy on me. So I'll just do that a minute, like that, and then I will pick this one up. Ah, you've got to move them right in, so you do have to physically pick them up to put them in, but I've now got the eggs in the crate. So how can we make that? Do I maybe just shove them along into the crate? I don't really know, but we'll put them back onto this trailer for now, and we can test this one out a bit more as time goes on. If we can get the thing to stay on there. There you go. You do have to handle pallets with this one. So it's not brilliant. You know, we don't want to be handling pallets too much because they're a pain. We know this. We know that they're a royal pain. But, you know, on the other hand, we do have that pallet thing now and it is working. So there is another thing that we wanted to try out, and that is up at the dealership. Trying to think how best to do this. Let me just unhitch that one a minute. We'll deal with the sheep first. Although, no, we don't actually need to, because I was just thinking we could put the grass in for the sheep, but quite frankly, they don't need very much at the moment, so it's not going to do a great deal for them. We're going to want... How are we going to want to do this? Right. We need to have a look in here. So under miscellaneous in here, you've got that hook lift there. That goes on the 3-point linkage. So you've got the bag lifter on there, and then you've got that one as well, which hooks on to there, which I'm assuming allows you to carry more bags. You can carry 4 bags instead of just carrying 1 bag. Do we also have a... Hang on, back there. Front loaders, right there. Is there also an attachment to go with the front loader? There is no attachment to go with the front loader. Skid steer loaders? Nope. What about wheel loaders? Is there an attachment with that? Nope. Telehandlers? Have we got anything with that? Yes, there is. Lizard big bag mount right there. So how does that work? So that one goes with the telehandler. Missing function FL bag lifter. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, really, where it says it is missing, but we'll have to see. So we've got that one there, big bag lifter, and then you've got that one there. So that one seems to have all the bits that it needs. If we go and we have a look under actual loaders here a minute, we've got... All right, go to telehandler right there. So that's just the 4 telehandlers. Front loader, that's the front loader, and the wheel loaders, that's exactly the same. So there's nothing has gone into a wrong category there. We've got, I've already looked in those. There's nothing extra in those. Nothing in levelers, maybe? No. That's quite good. We'll have to try that one, I think. I don't see any extras in here anyway, so I don't know about the one with the telehandler, but we definitely want to try out this one with a 3-point linkage. So if I leave the... It's the thing, is do I want to leave this one behind or not? I think I do. I think I do want to leave that one behind, so I'm going to drop that one down there, and I'm going to leave it there for now. We're going to go up, we're going to get the front weight, so that one's on the front of the tractor, and then we'll put this bag lifter that'll take 4 bags... on the back of the tractor, and we'll use it like that. And then we can just use that, we can bring the 4 bags back here. If we were to bring 2 bags of fertilizer at 2 tons apiece, and 2 bags of seed, similar weight, there's a huge quantity of seed and fertilizer that we're going to have back here at the yard, and we get to use its cool new machine at the same time. We've got our machine. We're slowly accumulating a whole load of stuff here at this yard. So we want that one there. That's 12,600. We've got blue, yellow. We've got original lizard, black and green. I actually quite like that. The black and green does look pretty cool. Ooh, decisions. Decisions. I think we'll go with that one. Buy. Yes, we're going to buy it. We're going to go... Wait a minute. There was an extra 600 for that? Good gravy. Right. We've done it. We've bought it. We splashed out. This one here is nothing extra, but that does look like it's designed to carry 4 bags rather than just 1. So we'll buy that one. Yes. Okay. Back out of there. Now, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to go to the big bags like that, and we're going to go through here. So we've got those big bags right there. But what we've also got is under pallets here, we've got these. Herbicide tank and a fertilizer tank. That's 3,000. Oh, so they're just bigger tanks. Right. That's just an X. There's a bigger thing of whatever you've got in there. So, yeah, that's fine. Right. Back. We go to big bags right there, and we want... I'm going to go with the big bag of fertilizer, because that's the one that we do use a lot of. It says 750 kilos, 2,000 liters. I will buy 1 bag. Okay. So this is our first question, is how does this all work? What do we need to do in order to make this all work? So that's 3-point linkage on there, but looking at that, it seems a bit odd. Why is the 3-point linkage on that side? Right, that does seem a bit peculiar right from the start, but we'll give it the benefit of the doubt. We don't want that ram being in the cab, obviously, so we're going to try and approach it from this side, and maybe it's supposed to be on this side. It is indeed supposed to... Oh, I see. Right, that goes on there. Right, that goes right inside, so... I'm assuming then that that grip bit there, that's for something else. Maybe that's for like the telehandler lift or something like that. Maybe that's how it works. Right. So we've now got lower bag lifter. Can lower you down like that and raise you up. Select tool. No, I don't want to do that. So I've got the mouse controls. I can lower you down like that, and I can I can raise you up like that. Right. It's a slow movement. Does it work with the it does work the joystick. I got full joystick control over this. Right, it's slow. I'm not sure what the other joystick does. That one does there. So what does this one do? Oh, I see. Right, that's out and in. Left shift. Ah. Right, so that's the right click with the mouse. It just extends the boom. So all I've got with the joystick is just... I haven't changed any controls. I got the joystick like that, and I lower it down. And then I got my boom extension button that I would normally use anyway, and that works on there. That's easy enough. Even Frithgar can cope with that. So we'll bring this one back round over here, and we'll go like this. So first thing that we're going to do is we're going to attempt to pick up this bag. Lizard Genetics Big Bag Fertilizer. So it's allowing me to connect the bag, even though I'm all the way up here, which I don't particularly like. Right, see, it's connecting it too far away for my personal preference. I'm going to move that one down. And what I would prefer to do, obviously, is... Well, I'd guess I would do it like that. And then raise that slightly. Like that. It moves, but then it sort of has a residual movement. And it keeps going. So I'll bring that one over there. And I'll bring it right in. And I'll put the hook right in place like that. And then load it. But it does, at least you've got a wide area that you can use it in if you want to. So I can bring that one up like that. There we go. And I can raise the whole thing up off the ground. Actually, I've got to reselect the tool because at the moment I got that bag selected. So I raise the whole thing up off the ground. Now I've got the bag selected. It's still got the same controls on there, but the bag being selected, it's... Right, that's not changed. So, we've got movement on the bag. That's actually really good. The way that's swinging around That is really, really cool. I like that. That is a really good little feature to it. So that is actually looking really awesome. We've got that. Right, that's only the first bit, though. So let's see if we can... We want to lower this one down now. So I want to bring that one down like that. Actually, no, I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't. I want to raise it up first. Raise it up a bit. A bit more. I want to try extending this boom out like that. Wow. Leverage on the tractor. Levering that tractor right out now. You see that? It definitely increased the weight that was on the tractor. The tractor responded quite a lot to the extra weight that was on the back. Right, now I've set that down onto the ground. Okay, this is a very well-made mod. Very impressed with this. And then I'll unhook that one like that. Right. Round 2. We want to go and get that bar over there, and we want to see if that one actually attaches 4 bags. So first up, we'll go towards the bar. It's already telling us that we can pick the thing up. Well, we're not going to do that yet. Definitely not. So I've got the bar extended fully down like that. And then I'll bring you down onto the ground like that. So now that's a lot more realistic as far as I'm concerned. It's right there. You don't have side mount. You don't have side swivel on this one. You wouldn't expect that. You'd expect it just to be a straight up and down. It's a simple tool. So we'll hook that one on. There, we've now got the 4-bag lifter in place. I'll bring that up to there. I like the way that it's positioned on there so that even when you bring that one all the way up, it's still hooked in place and it's not going to cause you any problems. Or it shouldn't do. I'll bring that back down. Right into there. Okay, so still no issues at the moment. I need to change the tool selection. The tool selection bit could become slightly irritating, I would think, when we're using this, but that's a minor detail, I suspect. So let's bring this one back over here now. And, of course, the next question is, how does this react with 1 bag on it? How's it going to pick it up? Because, obviously, you put 1 bag onto something like this, and it's going to go all off to one side. It's not going to be balanced in any way. So we're going to want to very carefully see how this one works out. So that'll drop down there. I'm not getting any load thing. Go out to the next one. It's not giving me an option to load it. Give me an option to load that, but it's not giving me an option to pick that bag up. Right, so what is this thing for then? Is this for something else? Is this for picking up something else? Maybe. Hang on. Right. It might be that is the only way to pick these up. Right, the fertilizer tanks. So we've got a herbicide and a we don't use liquid fertilizer, so we used liquid herbicide, and we don't have very much of it left. So we will buy one of those tanks right there. It's 2,500. Okay. Back and back again. Right. Now, is this one meant for picking up those tanks? Or is it meant for picking up 4 of these bags? I don't know. At the moment, we have no way of knowing. So we put you up over there. We bring you and we put you over the top of this one. It doesn't appear there's anything to do with this either. I'm not getting any feedback on this. Let me do that a minute. Fasten, unfasten, tension. Oh, tension. Idiot. Tension belts. Oh, yes. Fasten tension belts. That's what you do. You pick up the tension belts. Can we pick up 2? Can we pick up 2? Let me just get rid of that. That's what you do. You pick up the tension. Okay, I'm definitely taking a picture of this. That one right there. Look at it. There we go in all its glory. That is absolutely fantastic. So we've got tension belt. I don't want the chainsaw. We got tension belts right there. Just picking it all up. It's still not actually the picture that I want. I'm getting too excited with this. Look at this thing swinging around. That is very cool. I'm absolutely loving this machine. Right, so we know that picks up like that, and it does actually pick the thing up off the ground. which is very, very good. So if that's picking up tension belts, what else is that? What else are we going to be able to pick up with that? So let me just lower that one down a minute. And we'll extend the boom out so that we can lower it back down onto... There we go. We can put it down to the ground, and I'll take those tension belts off. And then I'll bring that one in. We will just quickly check the bag of fertilizer over here. We'll see if it picks up the bag of fertilizer with the tension belts. So I'll bring that one... Wait a minute. What's that doing? Q. Oh, I see. Right. That's actually got a hitch on it under there. So I kind of see how that works now. So this bag has got... So that's like a standard hitch, really, on that hook, which means that you could be able to use that for some other things as well, to pick up some other things, like maybe some types of trailers and pull them along and things like that. So I'm going to lower that one down there and put them on. And then that lifts that one right up like that. We've got that now on tension belts. We'll bring that one around. Squeeze you around a bit. Okay. That's looking good. So next task is obviously, can we put the two of them side by side and carry both of them? I am loving this thing so far. I'm absolutely loving this thing so far. So we'll put that one to there, and then I'm going to lower it down. Just go forward a little bit so we can get them lined up. I'd say that's about right there. Okay, we'll unhitch that one there. Now, the big question, ladies and gentlemen, can we pick up two of them? If I center this over it, how well is it going to do with picking up two of them? If I bring that one back over there, and I go like that, doesn't like that, does it? Oh! Ha ha ha! Right. The main issue we seem to have is game mechanics that are about to turn our tractor onto its roof. Unless I do something pretty quick. Lower you down. What are you... Oh, it's because I put the straps on again. There, right. Can lift you up. It's keeping it in the same position, mind. It is trying to keep it in the same position that it's in right now. So we lower that down. I'm going to try and keep these in tighter together. Unhitch you like that. Right. Now we can back that one up a little bit. Actually, I don't want to do it like that. I want to try and put them side by side, and we'll see whether that works. So we've got 2,000 litres of fertilizer in this one bag, and we've also got 3,000 litres of herbicide in this tank. That's quite a lot. It's quite a lot, really. I'll put you right down. I want to have that one down fairly low. That's centered between the two. I put the strap-ons there. It's doing the movement thing. Right. Doesn't seem to like it very much. What happens if I get out? Does it still do it? Or does it calm down? It's still doing it. Even though I've gone back, normally it kind of solves itself when you back away slightly. It doesn't seem to be wanting to do that. So let's try moving and see what the movement does. Does that does actually seem to do a little bit of something. It's not designed for carrying both together. You can see that just by the way that it's reacting. It doesn't like having the two. So we will remove that one. I'll take that strap off there. And now with the hitch on it, unfortunately I don't think I can have the hitch. I was thinking maybe we could put one on the front and one on the back. I've got a hitch on the front weight. Whether that would do... Drag... Now that goes onto there. Look, so I can do that. And I can drag... Now, obviously, this would have split the bag open and it would be spread everywhere around the yard. So that's not something that you could do. But, as far as the game mechanics are concerned, you do have the option for putting this loader on the front and carrying the weight on the front, right? And we put the front weight on the back, and we put the loader arm on the front. We put the hook on the front. We pick up the tank on the front, and then we put that on the back. So we're dragging the bag behind us as we go. That could work. That could actually be a thing. I mean, I could just do it like this. It does seem to actually it does seem to be a thing that we could do it like this. Now, is this tractor one that's got reverse drive in it? I don't know if it is, and isn't this? No, this isn't a reverse drive tractor, is it? Oh, I don't think it is. No, it's not. But for a minute, maybe this was a reverse drive tractor, but it's not a reverse drive tractor. Okay, so we could do it like that. That's a highly unrealistic way of doing it, though. I don't particularly like that. We'll leave that bag of fertilizer right there. That one can be picked up when we come back. We've got this absolutely wonderful thing with the straps on the back, and I am absolutely loving this machine here. There's possibilities with this. We need to go and test this with some timber in a minute, and also some bales and stuff like that. But before we do that, we're going to put that one on there. Strap that one down tight, like that, and we're going to lift it up. We don't want to be doing it with up in the air like that too high, do we? Ideally, you'd kind of have it about there, I would guess. Although, it's moving around a lot. You wouldn't be travelling up the road with this. Right? Travelling up the road with this is not something that would be considered acceptable, I would have said. I would say that is out of the bounds of what is acceptable. This is a lifting winch, right? It's for lifting stuff up in order to be able to lift it onto a trailer or to be able to unload something. It's not something that you would hook on and then go bombing off up the road. So we're definitely not using this one correctly right now, as can be seen by the way it's swinging wildly from side to side. This is not part of the master plan. However, that being said, it does work. And I do like it. I like it a lot. What's the next thing we're going to... Oh, I know what we can do. I was just wondering, where are we going to find a bit of timber? We've either got to go and cut down another tree, which I didn't actually really want to do, or there may be something else that we can do. And I have an idea of another thing that we can try, because I think there is a bit of timber that we can go and use in order to try this out. Whether or not this is going to work, I don't know. We'll see in a minute. Let me just put our map back. We've got some bits of timber up in the woods that are already on the ground. So we don't need to go cutting any more trees down. We've got them already down on the ground. So we've got 3,000 litres of herbicide here. It'd be a really good idea to put the herbicide tank right next to our fresh water supply, wouldn't it? Don't you think? Don't you think that would be the best possible idea that we could come up with? I think it would be. I think it would be a magnificent idea. Truly wondrous. No. Okay, we're not going to be that daft. We're going to bring this one over here. Probably don't really want to leave it here either. This kind of thing, you really do need to have a proper store for it. So we'll lower that down. We'll put it onto the ground right there. And then we're going to take this bad boy over around here. And we're going to head into the woods up here. And we're going to do another test on this one. There's also a test I want to do with the hook itself and just see what that one can do in regards to trailers. We know that the bag hooks onto a trailer hitch, so you can drag the bags around if you want to. Now, most of the time you're not going to be wanting to do that. That's not the sort of thing that you're going to want to do with it. But occasionally you might want to be doing that. Right, there's a piece of timber right there. Is that what I'm after? Right, well there's a piece of timber. It's usually a few more. There's another one up there. That's a bit too big, though, I think. Yeah, I can't pick that one up. Right. Come here, tractor. Rather than running, let's just do that. And I want to go... Where did I go? I went up this way. Right. We go that way, and then we will reverse it up the road up here. And we'll go to that fallen log that has fallen across our path. Right there, and we will see if we can pick that one up. We bring it down, and then we will see if we can also pick up the second one that is there as well. So we bring that up to there. Right, so we can lower this down. We've also got the boom extension like that, so you can bring it out and you can keep it a little bit away from the tractor if you want to. Like that. And we've also got the other option of lowering it down completely, which doesn't work on there. That's on the front weight at the moment. So I can lower that one down like that. And also raise it ever so slightly. So I'm just going to pull forward a bit. I'm going to lower that one down like that. There. Okay, that's pretty close to that log. So then I can put those straps on like that and raise it up into the air and bring that back in again. Right. That's holding that in place. So I'm now able to carry this log around. Another test that we could do is maybe cut a tree down and grab the end of the tree and see how that copes. I don't imagine it's going to pick up just the end of the tree. It's going to try and pick the whole thing up, and it's going to do it very weirdly. So I don't think it's going to work particularly well with that. But what I do want to do is I just want to try 2 branches together, which we can test right here very, very easily. I can bring that back over to here. So I'm going to need to lower you down like that. There, and then I can simply remove the straps off of it like that, and then I can do that again. Now pick it back up, and that does seem... I can pick that one up like that. There, and it's... The great thing about this is it is actually... It's like you can see the load is still suspending evenly. It's not like locking it, it's moving. We've actually got movement on that crossbeam, and this is the thing that I think is really amazing about this, right? It's got a natural, realistic hanging movement, and the way that it's swinging around is natural and realistic, and I love this. I think it's absolutely fantastic. Genuinely impressed with this mod. I really am. This is an absolutely fantastic mod. I'm really, really impressed with it, and I think that this has definitely now got a space for a place here on our farm. What are we going to do next? It was... Oh. Right, well, we're going to take this over to... Well, we're going to travel a distance with it now. With 2 of them together. Now, this is the bit that is going to test it out thoroughly. But this is more testing game mechanics than testing the mod itself. Because we've got 2 logs together that we're now traveling around with. I'm going to give it a bit of a swing like that. And it seems to be alright. Coping with that, but yeah, this is testing it because it's carrying 2 items inside the straps, and there's nothing else sort of locking them down. So this is like the 2 at the dealership there that were wiggling all over the place. You've got a similar kind of effect that's happening now with this, and yes, that's not ideal. You don't really want that to be happening at all. So I mean, ideally this would be more for loading, just pulling things out. You haven't got a high reach on this one. I mean, if we look here, we'll do that. We'll bring it over into here, and we'll raise this one right up into the air a minute. So I'll lift that one right up like that, as high as it'll go, and I'll do a full extension up there. I'll tell you what, that would load into... That would go into a few trailers, right? That would reach into a few... I mean, yeah, in order to be able to sort of actually put it into the trailer, you kind of got that height there. So there's your height limit, really. You haven't got much more than that. I can drop the logs down there, like that. And let me just jump out there a second, and we'll bring these over here. So we've now sold those to $840. Right, this thing is just about paid for itself already. Only 13,000 to go. And lower that back down again. Right. So that is that particular mod there. The new big bag with lifter and hooks and everything else. And overall, I'm very impressed with this mod. I think this is a very good mod. I think this is a very successful addition to the game. There was a big bag mod that was in FS17, which I did try out a couple times, but I could not get on with it. And it ended up being buggy, and it didn't work very well, and I had all sorts of problems with it. And I know some people liked it, but me, I just didn't get on with it. I didn't like it at all. This, I think this is magnificent. I honestly do. I think this is a wonderful mod. I think this is absolutely amazing. Let me just see what this is like with bale, because this would be a pretty cool thing. So what can we do with the bales? Right, I've just put that on there. There, so I can just do that there. I only managed, I got one on there. Right, now if I back it up a bit like that, and then I do that, right, I'm now able to pick up a bale of straw. I can move that bale of straw around. I'll bring that one back. I've got, easily I'm able to stack these bales 2 bales high. Without any trouble at all, I can stack these bales 2 bales high. I mean, yes, the only thing is the way that the crane doesn't stop instantly when you stop moving. So it will have a slight problem with that. But there we go. Pick that one up. Lowered it down again. Right, that worked really nicely. If I go up to the stack of 3 bales up here, it will probably try to pick up all 3 bales at once. I can't see that there would be a way to use this to just take 1 bale off the top. Don't think that would work. It's also going to potentially cause problems with... I mean, about the only thing that I can think of doing with this is maybe just to lift it up like that. And that do it, but I don't think that's the case. I think this one will just put the straps all the way down to the very ground and won't do anything different. See, if I go... Yeah. That's picking everything up right to the bottom. So there isn't a way to separate them one on top of the other. You do have to push them down and then move them. But things like the wool over here, we could use this for moving... I got 2 pallets of wool over here. I can use it for moving those, right? I can get that onto there, and I can lower that down right onto there, like that, and wait for it to stop swinging a minute. I love the way that it does do that, mind. There. Right, now I can pick those 2 up. Yeah, they're going pretty crazy pretty quick. So we're going to have to be careful with that. Don't pick them up and let them swing too much. Right, that seems to be the key to this. The less chance they've got of actually moving, because once they come into contact with the ground, it's really minimizing what they're doing. And then if I bring them back down again like that, see how well it's minimizing the damage that that's doing? And I can easily load them onto that trailer back there. I can simply go and I could just pick up 1 at a time, and I reckon I could easily load them onto the trailer without having to use the straps. Without having to use a front loader. So this is really cool. It's a very, very versatile machine. I am seriously impressed with this. This is really cool. Like, really, genuinely impressed with this machine. I am very glad that we've got this. So we've got a nice little addition to the fleet right there. I'm going to actually just going to bring that one up there a minute. And I'm going to lower that down. Like that. I'm going to leave the additional piece on it, I think. No, I don't want to... We wouldn't leave it extended. You would leave it folded up. So I'm just going to leave the additional piece on it like that. There. Right. That is absolutely fantastic. Genuinely impressed with that mod. I think it is absolutely amazing. Although I'm now running out of time. I didn't actually intend to spend all episode just looking at that one. But it's really awesome. It's genuinely brilliant. I'm thoroughly impressed with that. Right, the next thing I wanted to do was I actually want to bring this one back down to the dealership. The only thing that we haven't done is check the bag with, like, holding one of the bags over the top of this. We'll have a look at that bag and we'll see how it picks up with the forklift once I get this one back to the dealership. So we could actually use the bag, use the forklift to pick the bag up. If it works like that. It may not actually allow us to do that. It'd be a bit of a shame if it doesn't, but no, if it doesn't, that's kind of a small price to pay, really. I mean, overall, it's a very impressive mod. Some of you may notice you may soon notice a collection of mods start to come trickling into the mod hub. When I checked it last on the forum, they've now got a forum post where you're able to see what mods are in testing and which ones are testing at the moment. Last count was there are 227 mods awaiting testing. 227. Yes, you heard that correctly. Which means that there's going to be quite a number of different mods that will come into here. Now, first 227, the Giants ones, I don't think go on that list of awaiting testing. They do it differently. Which means there's 227 mods made by independent modders awaiting Giants testing. Giants do test quite thoroughly. So, of those 227 mods, I've no idea how many are actually going to make it into the game. But we do... It stands to reason that we're going to get several of them in here. Now, the big question... Can we pick these up with this or not? It works! It actually works. I mean, yeah, tilting this forward and back, it just slides it off the bag, but... Ooh, okay. Doesn't like that at all. And then do that, and it's trying to drop it off. Right. There are some issues. There's obviously a few issues with trying to pick it up, but you can see that. It goes right into there. We pick the thing up. There, that's working. I move round. Right, going sideways there, that's fine. I'm going backwards. That's fine. It's locked solidly, this one is. Unlike with the actual lifter that's designed for carrying this is locked solidly. But I reckon we could carry two at once with this if we wanted to. However, we don't want to. I'm not going to try that. I've tried enough today. The only problem we've got is that I can't get it underneath there. It's a slight issue. Could maybe do it like that. Gonna be enough. I have an idea. I have an idea of how we can do this. Right, you're watching this. We'll bring this one over. I'm not gonna move the tilt at all, and I'm not gonna lower it down. So it should still work okay. If I bring that one over there, you think outside the box sometimes with these things, haven't you? We'll bring that one up to there. Like that. There. We'll straighten it up a little bit. There, we'll put it to there. Right. You ready for this? Y'all ready for this? There we go. Let's get you. I can lift you back up again. And we'll move you down here. And we're going to just tuck you in underneath that one. Right there. I'm hoping that that will be close enough and that this will actually work. Go on, is that going to work? Yes, and it does actually open. We've got a full animation underneath. It does allow us to do this. Fortunately, we've got a tipping ramp on this one. If we were on the Felsbrunn map, this would not be an option. Right, so that's worked absolutely perfectly. No issues whatsoever. We can lift it up there. The forklift itself is a little bit lacking, in my opinion. With the whole game, I do find that this forklift to be somewhat lacking because it doesn't have a double mast on it. It's only got a single extension on the mast. It is a little bit low. I would have thought that it'd be better if we could have one that could lift a little bit higher because the limit on this one is quite poor. Anyway, let's not worry about it. So, in our next episode, we will do what I did want to do for the second half of this episode, which is start building the area for the cattle pens. And we can't do it now, so we have run out of time. So if you did enjoy this episode, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. Just going to move this one over here for now. I'm not actually going to drive it back home. So until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.